And now we're going to go to an audience question with the Election Commissioner, Sean Daly.
Okay.
A student's degree at the University of Colorado is something that means something to people. We're the flagship university here in Colorado. We compete for the best students, we compete for the most funding dollars, we compete for the best professors and the best educational programs for our students. I agree that there's been some challenges that we've faced historically. Some of the things that the Drive ticket has done previously has been working with the athletic department to create and foster traditions that are sustainable, such as the Shoulder to Shoulder T-shirt campaign, and such as the Game Ball Run and the Power of One campaign, and working with the Herd Leadership Council, who serves as a governing board for 6,000 students on this campus who are committed to the spirit of this university. In addition, putting focus on, we have tons of Nobel laureates. We were just awarded top rankings nationally for our community service efforts as a university, and one of our students got to speak with the chancellor at a national conference.
I feel like we should focus on the good aspects of our campus, such as our environmental policies are outstanding, our volunteer programs. We're one of 3 to receive the President's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll. Even globally, you look at our good reputation. The Chinese consider CU to be one of the best state universities for research. And we were ranked the best by in 2007 with the FIS Guide to Colleges. And you look at such events as the Conference for World Affairs, how we try to incorporate all cultures in our campus and just focus on the good aspects.
As the One ticket, we really understand that in the past, UCSU and students haven't had really positive, open lines of communication with the administration, and that's definitely something that we feel like is key if CU's image and the value of your degree is going to be an important, good, positive thing. So working with administration is going to be a key thing for us, and making sure that we have good relationships and that we foster positive positive communication is going to be key, and that's definitely on the front burner of what we're going for in the coming year.
My name is Richard Leeds, and I've been on the campus for 3 years now. And I've worked, in those 3 years I've worked very closely with the 3 current chairs of the cost centers and all 3 of the directors of the cost centers. And I've repeatedly heard that one of the biggest problems is the cost centers are falling into the bottom half of the Big 12, and not only space but facilities and all that type of stuff, especially in the recreation department. My question is, what are your, while we're on finance, how are you going to finance to bring us up out of that hole, and what do you think should be done, if anything, to bring us out of the bottom half of those statistics?
I believe some of our facilities need to be renovated, but as we know, we went way over budget on the Farrand renovation. We continue to build more and more facilities, and I agree exactly with his point of I don't think we are going to benefit from these facilities. And with this in mind, I guess I would have to do some research on this. But regardless, I think that talking to the average student is what's going to result, and we need to know what they want. It's not exactly my personal opinion; it's their opinion, and voicing your opinions by your votes is exactly how that's going to happen.
As chairman of the UMC board, one of the big 3 cost centers on campus, I have to say that the other chairs of the other big cost centers on campus, like Wardenburg and the Rec Center, those guys are some of my best friends, and I work with them all the time. We work the whole year working through the budget cycle. But I just wanted to give you guys some quick facts. Since you do bring up the Rec Center, I wanted to say that we have one of the largest student populations in the Big 12, but probably one of the smallest rec centers. I want to say it's like, don't quote me on this, but the 3rd smallest rec center, but we have definitely one of the largest student populations. I know currently they're working on getting phase 2 off the ground, which would be an expansion of the rec center. And as executives on the One ticket, we already do have experience. We have those documents. We know how to make this happen. And if you guys do want to see a bigger rec center, we're the ones who can make that happen.
One of the cost center boards that I serve on is Wardenburg Health Center. Through this past year, we've made a lot of strides in increasing efficiencies and making ourselves more competitive with the Big 12. In the rates at which we are serving students, we've seen an increase from 2 students an hour to 3 students an hour that doctors are seeing. We've made a transition to electronic medical records, and we just now, through these budget hearings, have funded the security that it needs to protect students' information in those records. We also have improved our insurance plans in Wardenburg Health Center to make sure that we are being supportive of all students and being supportive of the graduate population and the undergraduate population. More than that, though, our cost centers are the heartbeat of where student life lives on our campus, and we need to protect them and make sure that we are expanding them as our students' needs are expanding, but at the same time making sure we're doing it equitably and funding it in a way that is creative from other